Hello everyone, I'm Tim Jansen, and I'm pleased to welcome my broadcast partners, two Olympic wrestlers. First, gold medalist Rulon Gardner.
You know what, Tim, it's great to be here. I look forward to going out and watching these guys. They're getting a little bit bigger, so it's going to be a little more exciting. I can't wait until we get up to the big boys. Then it's going to be real wrestling.
And Hall of Famer Nate Carr.
Tim, it's great to be here. I'm looking forward to seeing some intense action, some intense wrestling, and definitely somebody thrown in the mold.
So far, we have seen Sammy Hansen, Tig Moore, Tony Deanda, and Zach Roberson make it to the finals. Last week, Scott Schatzman put the hurt on Olympian Dennis Hall, and we're really grateful that Hall was not seriously injured. Schatzman looked like the man to beat, but he got steamrolled by the red-hot New York outrage, Tony Deanda. Tony is going to have his hands full with Zach Roberson, who battled through Ryan Lewis and Joe Warren. It was some great wrestling. This week, we're moving up a weight class to 145 pounds. Let's take a look at our 8 competitors.
First up, we have the number 1 seed, Chris Bono of the Chicago Groove, a 2-time world team member, a World Cup champion, national champion, Olympic trials runner-up, and NCAA champion. Bono is definitely the man to beat. Bono will face off against Mike Ellsworth of the Pennsylvania Hammer. Ellsworth is also a national runner-up, 5-time national place winner, and 2003 Pan Am silver medalist. This should be another fun match. In the next match, we have the number 4 seed, Doug Schwab of the Iowa Stalkers. Schwab is a 2-time national place winner, NCAA champion, and winner of the 2003 Sunkist Kids International Open Championships. He will face Jared Frayer of the Oklahoma Slam. Frayer placed as an NCAA runner-up, took 3rd in the Nationals, and won the 2003 Dave Schultz Memorial and the New York Athletic Club International Tournament. On the bottom of the bracket, we have the number 3 seed, Jared Lawrence of the Minnesota Freeze. He'll be looking to put the Freeze on the board. Lawrence was a 2004 Olympic team runner-up and a 4-time All-American. Lawrence will face Tony Davis of the California Claw. Davis is a 2-time junior college national champion, NCAA champion, and a 2-time place winner in the U.S. Nationals. Davis has explosive speed, so Jared better be ready. Our last match features Eric Larkin of the Texas Shooters. A University of Minnesota graduate, Larkin is a 2003 NCAA champion and a 2-time national place winner. He will face Harvard man and 2004 national champion Jesse Jansen of the New York Outrage. A rising star, Jansen took 6th in the 2002 World Team Trials. Jansen is a strong wrestler, and this will be another good match.
There you have it, 145 pounds, 66 kilogram weight class. Guys, do you dare make any predictions at this weight class?
This weight class is a complete toss-up. You know, I know a lot of these wrestlers for many years. I don't know who's going to win. I just look forward to watching the matches.
Well, I'm going to go with the Cyclones in this one. I hope Bono comes out on top.
After these messages, we'll come back with highlights of the quarterfinal round here at Rio Pro Wrestling, the new league of superheroes.
Coming next, quarterfinal action begins with the number 1 seed, 2003 World Cup and U.S. Nationals champion Chris Bono on Real Pro Wrestling. The goal of every wrestler is to pin his opponent and win the match. But here are other points wrestlers can score. 1 point for a push-out or an escape. 2 points for a basic takedown, a turn, or reversal. Throws are worth 4 points, and a big throw is 6. The RPW power meter keeps track of how much the wrestlers control the center of the mat. When a wrestler's power meter expires, his opponent gets a bonus and 20 seconds to throw it. Only the offensive wrestler can score, and only with a throw.
It's time for Real Pro Wrestling!
Our first quarterfinal match featured the number 1 seed Chris Bono of the Chicago Groove taking on the Pennsylvania Hammer's Mike Ellsworth, a silver medalist at the Pan Am Championships in 2003. A 3-time All-American at Iowa State, Bono used his freestyle experience to his advantage, driving Ellsworth to the mat for a takedown and a quick 2-0 lead. Bono then powered Ellsworth onto his back, scoring a 4-point throw, only to be turned by Mike for 2. Then Bono lifted Ellsworth for another score. Look at the power of the lift and the drive to the mat. Bono, the 2003 World Cup champion, remained the aggressor, turning Ellsworth off the single leg for another score. Then Bono attacked with a front headlock, got his arms locked around Mike's knee and head for a cradle. Ellsworth was in trouble, and Chris pinned his shoulders to the mat for the fall. Bono had won, and the match was over. Watch again as Ellsworth struggles, but Bono just overpowers this 5-time U.S. Nationals place winner for the victory. Chris Bono wins 15 points for Chicago and the first fall in real pro wrestling action. Way to go, Chris.
You know, I'm in it for the team as well. Get more points for the fall. I saw my opportunity and I took it.
Our next match featured Iowa Stalker and 3-time All-American Doug Schwab going up against the Slams' Jared Frayer, another All-American who wrestled at Oklahoma. This was a 4 and 5 seed matchup, so it should be close, but Frayer came out the aggressor, going on the attack with a single leg, and finally overpowering Schwab for a takedown and 2 points. Schwab fought back, and in the scramble, he got Jared off balance for a tying takedown. Schwab was now the aggressor with low attacks, but Frayer's defense was solid, and soon he was in control of the center of the mat. In the bonus, Frayer's throw attempt backfired with Jared's face smashing into the mat. Frayer was seeing stars during the injury timeout, but he somehow shook it off. Frayer then attacked, but Schwab took advantage, going for the single leg takedown in the counterattack. Schwab then scored another quick takedown and turned. Suddenly, Frayer was on the ropes, and as the first period ended, it was Doug Schwab with a commanding 8-3 lead. When action resumed, both wrestlers kept up the tempo, and Frayer maneuvered out of Schwab's front headlock. Then Schwab got low again on the single leg for another takedown. It was 10-3. The battle continued, and there was a collision resulting in a blood timeout. While wrestlers don't try to injure their opponents, cuts and bleeding still occur. Frayer tried to rally, but every attack backfired as Schwab dominated and scored 3 more rapid takedowns before the match was over. Doug Schwab had Frayer's number this time. He pounded his opponent 16-3, almost getting a technical fall and winning 13 points for the Iowa Stalkers.
Frayer's a big move guy, and I had to stay out of those positions and stay on his legs and finish real clean, and that's what I did.
Bono and Schwab advance with dominating performances. Stay tuned for more fast and exciting quarterfinal action on Real Pro Wrestling. On the bottom of the bracket was Jared Lawrence of the Freeze. Jared was on last year's Olympic team. His opponent was Tony Davis, a national champion in 2000 in Northern Iowa, representing the Claw. Things got off to a fast start. Look at the explosive speed of Davis's attack. Lawrence reacts, but Davis still gets behind for 2 points. Then Davis gut wrenches him for 2 more, and they spin off the mat and onto the floor. Lawrence fought back, and Davis was hurt with a jam finger. A little tape, and Tony's ready to go again, and Lawrence knows it too. When the action resumed, Davis earned a bonus, but Jared defended well. Then Lawrence attacked, but Davis kept great position and got behind him for 2. Jared kept up the low attacks, but Davis spun and twisted out, frustrating the scoreless Lawrence. Davis was an escape artist. The first period was over with Lawrence on the bottom of a 6-0 score. The second period began with Davis defending to protect his lead. And when Lawrence pressed, Tony was close to getting his back on the mat, so he gave up the 2 points. On the next attack, Davis reacted with an unbelievable counter, and then he turned him for 6 points. Lawrence wouldn't quit, and on a double, he got a takedown. In the bonus, Lawrence tried to throw Davis with the reverse lift. The score was 12-8, and a throw could tie the score. But look at Davis hooking with the leg. He was penalized 2 points, and the bonus was reset. 8 seconds were put back on the clock, giving Lawrence a shot at the win with one last throw. But he couldn't do it, and time ran out. Tony Davis holds on for the victory 12-10, and the California Claw picks up 2 points. Davis somersaults into the semifinals.
My strategy going to this match is pretty much staying focused, staying in a low stance, attacking my opponent, keeping my butt in a center of the mat, let him get passivity. But I see he was wrestling pretty tough. I had to change up my strategy a little bit. But overall, I came out with the victory, so that's the most important thing.
Our final quarterfinal match featured the number 2 seed Eric Larkin of the Texas Shooters up against Jesse Jansen of the New York Outrage. This was a battle of 2 NCAA champions. The action was furious as Jansen went on the attack, stunning Larkin. The replay shows the headbutt causing a cut on Larkin's eye and an injury timeout. When action resumed, Jansen proved to be stronger, getting a takedown at the edge of the mat. Jansen then got another takedown, but Larkin countered and scored a reversal. Larkin then got a bonus, and from the parterre position, he went for the lift and executed a spectacular throw of Jansen. Watch again as Larkin almost gets 6 points for a high throw, but he only got 4, plus 2 more points when Jansen was penalized for hooking his leg. Jesse tried to rally for a push-out, but it didn't count with time expired in the first period. This is one heck of a match with Larkin leading 8-4. The second period began with Eric throwing Jansen off a double. Larkin was now adjusting for Jansen's strength, and when he went to the ankle lace, he turned Jansen. Then he turned him again before going out. Jansen rallied with a Folkstyle stand-up escape. Then after a takedown and a gut wrench, he turned Larkin, and Eric countered with a turn of his own before Jansen escaped for a point. Jansen stayed on the attack, scoring 2 more takedowns before going into the bonus. Jansen threw Larkin, but it was nullified by a false start. In the next attempt, Larkin went out of bounds, and they started the bonus over. Jesse got one last shot at it, but Larkin defended well and got in position to run out the time. The match was over with Larkin holding on for a 19-14 win. What incredible Real Pro Wrestling action, with Larkin advancing to the semis and earning 5 points for the Shooters.
I wanted to go out there and push the pace, and unfortunately I got a little stinger in my eye, but I didn't know what to do. When I walked out there, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go upper body or down, and last minute I just said, I'll try and throw him. Felt good.
The semifinals are set, and when Real Pro Wrestling continues, you'll meet wrestling champion, coach, and family man Chris Bono, and we'll get a glimpse into the street fighter mentality of Doug Schwab. Next on Real Pro Wrestling.
Welcome back to Real Pro Wrestling. We saw earlier where Chris Bono pinned Mike Ellsworth and Doug Schwab battled through Jared Frayer. Let's take a closer look at these wrestlers.
My name is Chris Bono. I wrestle at 66 kilograms. Wrestling is a real blue-collar sport, real hard-working. You've got to be willing to work through some pain. You've got to be willing to train. You've got to be willing to do the things that most people don't do. I'm going to be in the best shape out of anybody out there. That's my main weapon.
2 back points!
The family of wrestling, it's a unique bond. The bleeding, the sweating, everything that goes on in the sport. You love each other so much, it's just like your family.
You can do this, come on.
Coach Douglas is Iowa State Wrestling in my book. He's been here since my first day. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am. Just getting home. See what's in store for me when we open this door, huh? Your family's important to have. It doesn't matter win, lose, or draw. When wrestling's over, you come home and you still have your family.
This is my grandmother, Ritz. It's great that I have a family that supports me in every which way. You know, this is what it's all about. The most unstressful time is when I've got all my family around.
What happens if I grab you, Ritz? Tell him.
You know, everything we do with the wrestling mentality, cutting up piece by piece, and then destroying it down to nothing. What I try to do a lot of times is make it just a battle. You know, scratching, clawing, kicking, fighting, make it almost a legal street fight. Whenever I'm grabbing a weight, it's with wrestling in mind. I take the same mentality to weights, attack the weights, just like I'm attacking my opponent. The reason I came out to Virginia was to train with Tom Brands.
Doug Schwab is very durable.
Here, he's going to a shot, he's going to the far ankle.
He has the same nicks and bruises as everybody else. Sometimes they're worse. The difference is you don't hear about him.
He's been an Olympic coach, he's been a world champ, he's been an Olympic champ, but also it's what he's willing to do for his athletes. I haven't seen that in very many people.
It has to be right now, lifting his split.
Gotta find a way to win. Gotta find a way to win.
Winning is life, losing is death.
You know, how important is it for me to get my hand raised?
It's heresy not to get it raised.
It's what I trained for. Winning's gotta mean everything to you. It has to.
I reward myself with some Mountain Dew, man. Usually don't go a day without one because of the work I put in. Don't do anything in moderation, even if it's drinking Mountain Dew.
Now that we've taken a closer look at our two competitors at home, let's see them wrestle.
The goal of every wrestler is to pin his opponent and win the match. But here are other points wrestlers can score. 1 point for a push-out or an escape. 2 points for a basic takedown, a turn, or reversal. Throws are worth 4 points, and a big throw is 6. The RPW power meter keeps track of how much the wrestlers control the center of the mat. When a wrestler's power meter expires, his opponent gets a bonus and 20 seconds to throw it. Only the offensive wrestler can score, and only with a throw.
It's time for real pro wrestling. From the Chicago Groove, it's Chris Bono. And his opponent from the Iowa Stalkers, let's hear it for Doug Schwab.
Welcome back to Real Pro Wrestling, where we're about ready to witness a battle, and I mean a warlike battle at 145 pounds. Doug Schwab, the challenger, so to speak.
He is. He's only 27 years old, has a little bit of youth on Chris Bono right now. I know he's going to try to run Chris around the mat, take him out of bounds, use his high crotch, a single leg, score the points to win the match to go into the finals.
Well, Bono's just a power wrestler, great endurance, and he's always well prepared for every match.
We've got the number 1 and number 4 seeds, just the way it's supposed to be. Bono beating Mike Ellsworth earlier in the quarterfinals, and Schwab defeating Jared Frayer earlier in his quarterfinal match. Here we are, a big semifinal match.
Yo, nice drive out by Bono. Very smart with that low center of gravity, except both of these guys are low, and it's going to be a very physical match. But nice, smart strategy by Bono, lowered his level and driving Schwab out of bounds.
Here they come back into it. I know Schwab wants to get that first point down. You don't want to go down to Chris Bono because he knows how to control these real close, real, passive matches.
Whoa, nice, nice.
Oh, nice control. I mean, that was patient, a nice shot. Comes down on top. Doug Schwab wearing the blue ankle band. He's on top right now, and he's in front. He's on top of Bono, both physically and out in front score-wise, 2-1.
Yes, I think that was a nice, I was impressed with Schwab earlier, but I'm telling you what, that was a nice high crotch. You see him in on the leg here, and he's going to finish. Very good job by Schwab.
These two have met 6 times. Bono's got a big lead. He's won 5 out of the 6 versus Schwab.
You know what? I think Schwab wants one of those back. It's going to be, set him up, later as they're coming back trying to make the Olympic team. Right now, I think that, Schwab's got a little bit of a grind to axe here with Chris Bono. I think he has a chance to come back.
Red head up. Schwab's visual power meter is going down. Whoa, look at that. Good wrestling. Nobody scored there. Good scramble.
2-1 still. Doug Schwab.
They're coming back, and the thing is they get close to the edge, they both know where they're at. They got to work the middle of the mat, and right now, Schwab's, power meter's almost down to 0. Chris Bono's got to see that, and he's got to use it.
And I think what's going on here now is that Schwab is trying to get in on that high crotch again. He's faking, trying to get Bono off balance, but now...
Up or down? Up or down? Up.
Bono has won the bonus opportunity.
Come in. So his choice. Position.
It's going to be Greco-Roman for 20 seconds. He has his choice of either going chest to chest or putting him down in parterre. And remember that only the bonus opportunity wrestler can score here, and that with a throw.
Step in, lock, set.
Now what Chris Bono, he's going to try to step in, take it for the great throw. They're warning him. They're going to tell him to keep him in the middle here.
You know the game.
Schwab has just been warned. Now remember, 3 cautions and you're out.
Offense lock, offense lock.
There's Bono going for the lock, chest to chest, and the referee has to say set. Schwab went right down. and that was smart.
That's the technique that you'd have to do, right?
It is. You know, knowing that the only way that your opponent can get points is by taking you to your back, why not turn and belly out? No points taken. Now, but the problem is it gives Chris Bono an opportunity to lift him here, but he doesn't have enough time with 1 second left.
That's the end of the bonus time. 42 seconds left in the first period. The score still Doug Schwab 2, Chris Bono 1.
What a great action match. Chris Bono a little more aggressive, but right now he's in for another shot. Take him out of bounds.
There's the push out. Now that ties it up.
And he hit him. Schwab hit him. He should almost be cautioned for that.
Under control, Tourette's.
Listen, Schwab hit him.
And
you hear me?
Watch, the official gave Chris the warning.
Look at that. He shouldn't have gave Chris the warning.
Wow. You know what? That's great to be taken care of by the support crew on the side to defend you from coming off. Because you don't want to come out there because you don't know if anybody's down there to see if anybody's going to catch you. You want to stay on the mat because you're going to give up a point, but then also you may get injured if you fall down into the moat.
5 feet down.
I'm going to tell you what Bono did. I think Bono stepped on his foot and hit that single. And I think that's why Schwab hit him in the face.
You know what? That's great technique because if your opponent can't step, he can't score.
Yeah, these guys are both strong. Both have a low center of gravity. Close! Schwab tried to kick his foot and got off balance. Oh, he swung at him again.
That's it. Both of you. That's it. Corners.
He gives it a warning. Okay.
They swung at each other one more time.
It's 2-2 at the end of the first period between Schwab and Bono. This match is far from over. After a short break, we'll be back for the finale. We're back for Real Pro Wrestling's second period at 145 pounds between Schwab and Bono. We've got a real battle here. It's 2-2. Let's listen to the official.
Is it clear? Let's wrestle. Set.
He says, let's just wrestle. We don't want to fight, but it is a fight, isn't it, guys?
It is a fight. I'm telling you, it is a fight, and Bono does not want to lose, and Schwab does not want to lose, but only one will emerge the victor.
What a competition. You have Chris Bono here in position. It's tied up 2-2. One caution against Schwab. You know, it's a virtual heat. Who's going to win this match? And I think Bono's going to have to use his experience and his knowledge. Both wrestlers are frustrated. One of them's going to have to make a mistake for the other one to be able to take this match out and with the victory, make it a big success to go into the finals.
Well, Nate, I've got a question for you. I mean, the tempers are flaring between these two. Do you think the Iowa-Iowa State rivalry could be behind that?
Well, definitely. I don't think they like each other. And, you know, they've wrestled so many times. Really, you just want to win. But I think so. I think the Iowa State thing is here. And there's Bono in on a single leg. Now, Bono should walk on his knees, try to get in a situation where he can drive him out to try to get that point. But Schwab has his hips down pretty good. It's going to have to be a stalemate. Neither one is going to advance here.
One of the things I'd like to ask you, what's up with this Iowa State thing? Can't you guys just be friends? You're in the same state. Remember, you're going for a national championship here. You have to get over those little issues of state to state.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gardner.
Thank you very much. You know, I just want to be the political wrestler here. You know, we got to get along because you know what? One of these Iowa people are going to advance. The other one's going home.
What do you think about that, Nate?
You know what, Rulon, but I think that's why we always beat Nebraska. We didn't think you guys were a rivalry.
Oh, touche, and here we are still in a 2-2 dead heat.
And how's the Big Ten doing nowadays?
Well, I think Bono's going to go in for a shot here. It's a great match.
And you know what? It's a lifelong thing. You fight about your heritage, don't you? You defend it. I mean, it's all about heritage. It's about defending who you are and where you came from. That's life, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
You know what's amazing is, you know, you have two different schools, you know, Iowa State, the battle, the rivalry that's created there. But then you know what? When it comes down to it, we'll go for the Big 12 over the Big 10 because we want to stay in the Big 12. It's just about loving the passion that you have. And I know Chris Bono from going to Iowa State, great athlete.
On shorts. Where are you going to be?
Here we go again.
Okay, you want him down? Okay, you're going to be down. Remember, both knees down. We are in Greco.
And I think Bono's going to try to go for that reverse lock. Let's go. And see if he can lift him and somehow get some points out of it, Rulon.
Now, what this is, you know, it's a Greco technique. You can't use your legs to stop the offensive person. The offensive person has to pick Schwab up and throw him to his back to get points in this. And I think Chris Bono, you know, from the body type he has, I'm sure he's wrestled a little Greco in his day. It'll be fun to see if he can score some points here. He's stepping in. He wants to scoot around the other side. He wants to step. There he goes. Step up. Whoa. Now he's going to stand up with him. You know what? That's just great defense by Schwab, learning to move and get out of position to where he can't pick you up. They come back to the feet with 41 seconds left. Great match, great score.
Chris, right here.
I'm telling you, all of this hard wrestling, these guys have to be tired, but you know what? They are two gladiators, well-conditioned athletes. Look at them fight. That's what it's about. That's what life is about. See if Bono can get out of this one. Schwab should take his time, make sure he scores, or either pushes him out, but he messed up. He should have went for the push out.
Wow. You know what? That's just great defense. You know, Chris Bono was controlling the hands there, and that makes the difference.
Would we be headed to overtime?
Bono's going to try to push him out. He should snap him down first, then drive him out. This is going to be an overtime. This is great wrestling, great intensity. There's Schwab again. What a heart on that guy. Taking shot after shot, put himself. Oh, look at Bono. Bono's in. Now he should stretch out. Look at this wrestling.
And that's the end of regulation.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the end of regulation. I've got my hand on Nate, keeping him here, not going up the mat. We're going to sudden death victory. The first one to score wins.
Here we go, back into overtime. First one, I think Chris Bono's got a little bit of an advantage right now because he's been the aggressor the last 2 minutes. It's a question of which one's gonna put it all in line for one last shot.
And I think both guys, Rudon, are looking for a push out. Any advantage. This is just great wrestling. You know what? I don't know who's gonna win. Both guys are going hard. Both have great strategies. And after the strategies, gentlemen, it's all with the heart. It's all with the heart right now. Who has the biggest heart?
And right now, Chris Bono's controlling the center of the mat, and that's going to be the power meter. It's going to go down. Schwab's got to get back in the middle of the mat because one false mistake pushes you out of bounds. That's the match. You're not going to the finals.
Hey, do you love Real Pro Wrestling's push out? Has it kept them in the middle or what?
It has to. You know what? That's the one thing about it. You cannot hide on a wrestling mat. It's you and your opponent. Look at the official. He's off the mat, letting you determine who's going to win a match. That's what makes the sport of wrestling such a great opportunity for the youth of America to get involved in.
But this Real Pro Wrestling, it's taken the excitement to another level.
There's Bono. He's trying to get that push out. That's exactly what I said. But Schwab has great level of awareness. Both guys know what each other are trying to do. And somebody's going to make a mistake, and somebody else is going to win.
Look at how tired they are. Both of them have been given everything they have for over 7 minutes.
Whoa, look at that shot.
One great shot. Chris Bono, great defense. They're coming back into it. What two great warriors putting it all on the mat right now.
Oh, the fans are appreciating it so much, the place is going nuts.
This is what makes wrestling the greatest sport in the world.
I tell you what, one of the officials are sleeping. Bono's power bar, his bonus visual power meter did not move. It hasn't moved at all. Schwartz continues to go down. Maybe the guy's just right-handed. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there.
They better watch it. They're going to come back here. Schwab's got to get out of this, stay in a good position, stay neutral.
Bono should try to swing around and score here.
Caution, caution. Can't grab the singlet. It's only a caution, no legal hold. Let's go.
Here we go. Caution. Back to your feet. 3 cautions, you're out, but it doesn't matter because all they need is 1 point to win this match.
Did you hear Bono want that point? Give me a point so I can get out of here.
You got Bobby Douglas, one of Bono's coaches, on the edge. Tommy Brand's on the other edge. Both coaches are ready to go out and try to grapple themselves.
And both are Iowa State.
This is one heated rivalry.
And they haven't had the singlet from Iowa and Iowa State on for years. They've been out of school for a long time. Is this a lifelong thing?
We have the bonus meter coming up. It's going to be determined on the mat. Chris Bono wants to pick up Schwab for the victory and for the win.
Power meter went down on Schwab. They called him passive. Bono has the opportunity in this Greco moment to score. Schwab cannot score.
That's right. I think the power meter for Bono is stuck.
Well, that just means he's great active. I don't really truly agree. He was a little bit passive, but he was definitely more active than Doug Schwab. Here we go. He has to pick him up here. I think what Chris Bono's doing is taking a little time to get a little breath to say, hey, you know what? I got to come back up for one big push, one more take out of bounds. And that's the problem here. These two wrestlers have controlled so much of the pace and the tempo that they're not opening up enough, and they have to get back to it. One of them has to take one chance.
And you know what, Rulon? This match is like life. You just got to keep fighting. Sometimes you get down and you just want to throw in the towel, but there's no throwing in the towel here, gentlemen. You've got to fight, 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 and that's what's going on here.
8.5 minutes these two warriors have been going at it in the center of this mat. Real Pro Wrestling semifinal match at 145 pounds. We're in sudden death overtime. It was 2-2 in regulation. It's still 2-2, and we have not found the winner yet.
and this is the chance to go into the finals. What two warriors? They're bringing it all. They're putting it all on the mat right now.
I'm telling you what, Schwab is going to go for it. He's faking. He's trying to keep Bono off balance. Of course, Bono is a veteran, and he's going to keep his position. He's going to stay in the center of the mat, and he's waiting for Schwab to take that shot, and he's going to try to counter it. Schwab believes that he can score with it.
Well, you know what? I think that Chris Bono, he's just waiting for one chance. I think he's in a better position. He has more knowledge, I think, in the center of the mat. And right now, he's waiting for one mistake on Schwab. He'll take him right out of bounds, score the point, go into the finals.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, there's Bono. He takes the shot.
Oh! There's two.
Who got it? Who got it? They're going to look at it. TV review.
One guy gave Bono the points. Someone, look at Tom Brands is on the mat. Tom Brands is out of control.
Center.
Look at those lips. He's upset.
Down.
Hey, don't give him a break, Stacy.
Tom, throw it on him. There you go. That's what I want. Tom, okay. Tom, I'm gonna run you.
Here's the action. Chris Bono with the shot. Wow, that's got to be 2 points for Doug Schwab. What a great technique. Let him come in, suckered him right to his back for 2 points.
Let's look again, Roulon. Let's see whose back hits first. Oh, I believe that Schwab's back hit first.
But Schwab never went to his back. He took him to his side to expose the points.
Let's look at it again. He did go to his back. And they're giving the points to Bono, I believe.
No, I don't think so.
Here we go. Here's the call. Because that's Schwab's move. He got the points and exposure.
Oh, they got words, too. They've got words, too.
Cool it ain't gonna win again, Schwab.
Listen.
Wow.
Under review.
Two
Under
warriors.
Review. Two blue.
Never beat me. Go look at the scoreboard. How many times have I beat?
Listen up.
I told you this is a battle.
Disqualify you both. Let's go.
Look, why would I shake hands if you're going to disqualify us both?
Shake hands.
Just shook him.
We'll go around.
Wow, what a great match. Chris Bono lost it. He has an opportunity to go to the finals with Doug Schwab. What a great war between two individuals.
A great first match at 145 pounds. Doug Schwab wins in overtime, and he makes it to the finals of Real Pro Wrestling on May 15th. Who will wrestle Schwab? We'll find out next when Tony Davis wrestles Eric Larkin. Welcome back to Real Pro Wrestling. Guys, we've had some great matches so far. One more to go.
Our next semifinal match is Tony Davis versus Eric Larkin. And it should be a great one. Two national champions going head-to-head. And both of these guys, Tim, need to score big points for their team.
You know what? And I'm loving these guys. This is the way wrestling is meant to be, putting it all on the mat to see who's going to win the match.
And before they wrestle, let's take a quick look behind the scenes and look at these wrestlers at home on Real Pro Wrestling.
Man, my lights flashed in front of my eyes. I was thinking this can be it. Right now we're on the south side of Chicago, which is called the Hood, AKA the Ghetto. This right here is where I grew up at. You know, this is the hard knock life. This right here will show you how to separate the boys from the men. When I was a sophomore in high school, right here on this playground, I'm out here shooting hoops. A guy came back there, drive-by shooting, and I suffered 2 gunshot wounds. It made me realize how your life can be taken at any given time, you know? Instead of, taking my anger out by grabbing a gun, a bat, or a pole, what I did, I transferred that energy, that negative energy, onto the mat and made it a positive energy. It was a blessing in disguise, at the same time, it was a scary situation for me. If I didn't have wrestling, I don't know where the hell I'd be today.
I am Eric Larkin, and I'm 66 kilograms. We're here at Squaw Peak in Phoenix, Arizona, about a 20-minute run, so let's get it going. When I'm running this mountain, I think about pushing and staying in good position, making sure I'm focused and getting to the top. So when I'm running this mountain, it's the same thing. I'm thinking about wrestling, thinking about that match, dominating. My style is coming at you from every angle. I'm unorthodox, unpredictable, and I'm gonna get you. Very sneaky. I'm always in control of my body, and I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I'm not really a technical wrestler. Whatever happens, happens. I'm a scoring machine. It feels great to win, like I got the job done that I came to do. If I don't get my hand raised, I feel like I not only let myself down, but my family and my fans. My whole family wrestled pretty much. and it was just instilled in us. Went out for the wrestling team and didn't lose a match. I have 2 kids, so I play with them most of the day if I'm not wrestling. Without my family, I probably wouldn't be able to wrestle.
We're back for the last semifinal match at 145 pounds. Now that we've seen Tony and Eric up close, let's see them on the mat.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our next match at 145 pounds. From the California Claw, it's Tony Davis. Go, Tony! Come on, Tony! Go, Tony! And his opponent, from the Texas Shooters, let's hear it for Eric Larkin!
We're back for more Real Pro Wrestling. I'm Tim Jansen with Olympians Rulon Gardner and Nate Carr, ready to call the action for the shootout at the semifinal match at 145 pounds that pits very contrasting styles, guys. 2 former NCAA champions. Nate, what do you think of Tony Davis?
Man, he is quick, he's strong, he's exciting, and he just scored all the way. You can't blink when this guy wrestles.
Wow.
How about Eric Larkin?
Eric Larkin, great wrestler, great technician. I don't think he has the experience right now that Tony does, but right now he's going to come back in. He's going to get in his face here.
Oh, Tony just reacted good. He tried a little shrug. It didn't work at all.
Yep, you know, and Eric Larkin tried to hit him a little headlock, slipped right off him. That's just a quickness. You make one mistake, it is a point. It's a 2-point takedown for Davis right now. Great in control of the match early in the match.
Tony Davis is tough at 105. Oh, he almost had him with that turn. You gotta watch Larkin, though. He has great level of awareness. All right, Tony's throwing in the legs, trying to use a little power half motion. Oh, nice, nice.
That's more of a style that's used in high school and college wrestling, not really international scene. But you know what? Some of these individuals will try things they maybe haven't tried in years, just to throw their partners and their opponents off balance.
2-0 in favor of Tony Davis out front. California Claws is his team.
You know, like we were talking about earlier, you know, Tony the Tiger. You know, right now he's with the Claws. He's gonna put, he's gonna put his claws right in Eric, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be a battle right now. Eric's coming back with a nice little try of a shrug by, grab the single and catch it, but he missed it. Tony's coming back. I think Tony's controlling the center of the mat right now.
Oh, nice! Look at Tony Davis. Great job. That's 2. Yes! Tony Davis going at it hard. Boy, what explosiveness. What explosiveness. Eric Larkin is dangerous, though. This match is far from over, I believe. You have to really watch his ankle laces. He's good at the ankle laces. But I am impressed. Here he is. This is what we're going to see. Here's a double leg, and he just changed off. Got Larkin off balance, scored easy there. Tony Davis, very explosive.
One of the things that was amazing about that shot right there, he actually set up Eric by touching his cross knee just to make him think, I want you to sprawl, put this knee back, and I was actually coming to the other side, the other direction, changing that direction.
Very good, Rulon, very good.
Eric didn't know what happened, and before you know it, he's behind you, scoring the points, and that's the level of wrestling these individuals are at.
Uh-oh, Larkin is in, he has the single. Let's see what Davis can do about it. Larkin is dangerous from here.
Look at that position, the flexibility there.
Davis needs to control his hands. He needs to get to his hands. Go, circle, circle. He's going to give him 1.
There's the push out for Larkin. He got 1. He's on the board. He's on the board. Davis up now 4-1. 55 seconds left in the first period at this 145-pound semifinal match.
1 point at a time is the key of wrestling. Coming back, you got to be able to get 4 points back, 1 at a time. He can go back in the match with Eric Larkin.
Whoa! Look at Larkin moving. Larkin is a competitor. He's not national champion for nothing, and he was even outstanding wrestler in the national championships.
Both of these young men winning national championships in college, trying to work their way to Olympic berths over the next few years.
Trying to go for an armbar there, came back behind, wants to go back to the feet. He thinks he can come back. He thinks he can take the lead with 1 more takedown. 25 seconds left in the first period.
4-3.
Yeah, little sit out to a low single there by Larkin, ending up in control.
And that takedown brought him to within 1 of Davis after trailing by 4. It's 4-3.
I think what Davis needs to do is bang the head more on Larkin, get him off balance. Oh, he could have took that. Get him off balance and just blow right through him. Drop him out here. See if he can do it. You got to watch Larkin. He knows how to wrestle. Now he needs to change. Now he's got. Oh, nice move.
Can't step out of bounds there. He's got to stay in the middle. Wow.
Great action, great wrestling here.
Did you see that? Eric Larkin knew exactly where their line was. He dove and bounced to stay in.
Well, let's go for a break and come back for this match because in the second period, because it's not over. We'll be right back. We're back for Real Pro Wrestling's 145-pound semifinal match between Tony Davis and Eric Larkin. The score is Davis 4, Larkin 3. We're getting ready for 3 more minutes of action, Nate.
And this match is far from over. And I think because of the break, I think Tony Davis is going to come out and try to strike first. It's going to be a match of strategy. Larkin is really good from every position. And Tony Davis is going to have to take him down.
And one of the things about wrestling, that 30 seconds, you come back in there, it kind of clears your mind out. You finish the first period, you come back in fresh in the second period. Like you said, Tony's coming back out there. He's rejuvenated. He has 100% more energy. He's ready to rock and roll and score 2 more points to get ahead.
Oh, look at that!
And he does. There's 2. The former Panther from the University of Northern Iowa, Tony Davis, national champion there over Eric Larkin, who won his national championship at Arizona State.
Wow, 2 warriors bringing it to the mat right now. Tony Davis is in the advantage with 6-3 lead. They should be coming back to the feet, coming back up with 2 minutes left. Who's going to be able to defeat this match? I think right now Tony's in control, but Eric Larkin has the explosiveness to get right back in it.
It's never over till it's over with Larkin. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's never over till it's over. That guy is savvy. Great experience. He'll wait. He'll look for his opportunity to score, and he'll look at that.
Whoa. And he just got whoa.
Look at that. He's ready. I mean, it's not over. It was a nice little shrug. He caught him touching him, and now he's going to try to turn him. Look at that. I told you it's not over till it's over with Larkin. What great level of awareness. He knows how to wrestle. Listen, this guy. Look at that little shrug. Then he's going to go right into a gut wrench. Look at that, man.
Hey, does conditioning come into play right here?
Yes.
You think one looks like going up, the other looks like he's going down?
I'm going to tell you who's going up. Larkin is going up. Davis is going down.
Wow, and right now, both these guys are getting a little fatigued, but earlier in their quarterfinal match, Tony Davis came back out, won 12-10. Eric Larkin came out and won 19-4. So both these individuals have already had a war and a battle. They're coming back here. They're going for the chance to go to the finals of Real Pro Wrestling. 2-point turn.
Oh, see right here, this is what I'm talking about. Just, it's tough. Now he's got to come back and get 2 of his own, though. But that's where Larkin's good at right here. He just got that ankle lace. He's up 9-6 now.
Eric Larkin needs you to hold on for the stalemate, bringing them back to their feet with 1:10 left. Ahead, 9-6.
Now Tony Davis is really going to have to turn it up. I'm telling you, you see that ankle lace? That's what I'm talking about. He's got a gut wrench. He's got an ankle lace.
And he's walking slow back to the center, Tony Davis.
Yeah, Larkin is probably a little bit better freestyler.
Larkin, the number 2 seed. Tony Davis, the number 6 seed.
Wow, out of bounds. Eric Larkin should get 1 point.
The winner will be meeting Doug Schwab.
There's Brandon Slade, 2000 Olympic champion. Eric Larkin simply sticks it with an underhook, kind of tries to hip toss him, takes him out of bounds for a 1-point touch in out of the bounds or a 2-point takedown. They gave him the 1 point before they went out of bounds.
Tony Davis needs a 4-pointer here.
And he just looked at the clock. He knows that there's not much time left. He's down 10-6, a 4-point margin. Like Nate said, he needs 2 takedowns or a 4-point move to take it into sudden death. And it looked like Eric Larkin was almost going to score 2, but he didn't. Quick moves by Tony Davis. He's behind by 4. He needs to do something big, Nate.
2.
Wow.
1 push out.
Hey, what about the 2? I'd rather get the 2.
That was actually the second time he had touched out of bounds.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Touches, comes back in, and then touches again.
Good call, Rulon. 10-7.
That was a good call by Stacy, the official. Coming back, 19 seconds left. They got to go. Tony's got to go.
Larkin's just hanging. Larkin has this match. Great match, though. I tell you what, if Tony Davis gets in the best shape of his life and these guys meet again, it's going to be a good one.
Wow. You know what?
It's about work, isn't it, boys?
Look at the exhaustion on both their faces. Coming back in, I bet Eric Larkin's feeling good about himself right now, knowing that 3 seconds he's got this match.
There's no secret to success, gentlemen. Work, work, work.
Eric Larkin's the winner. The score's 10-7. The Texas Shooters have a wrestler in the finals at 145 pounds. He'll meet Iowa Stalker's Doug Schwab. He's in the finals. He's in the big show. We'll be back after these commercials with the conclusion and preview of next week's action on Real Pro Wrestling.
I'm Pat Cummins from Pennsylvania Hammer. Got my RPW gear. Make sure you get yours.
It's time for Real Pro Wrestling!
Get your RPW gear. We got ours. Get yours. Stalkers, baby. California.
Tremendous semifinals at 145 pounds. Schwab beats Bono in overtime, and then Larkin wins. How about that finals matchup between Schwab and Larkin?
Tell you what, exciting stuff, but I tell you what, I'm going with Schwab just on that intensity.
You know, I have to come back with Larkin. Great wrestler, great athlete. I think he can come back and win it.
I look forward to seeing it, and we'll have more great wrestling on Real Pro Wrestling next week.
Coming next week, we move up to the 163-pound class. All-Americans, champions, and Olympians put it on the line in a clash of the titans as the world's oldest sport is now the newest professional league. Next week on Real Pro Wrestling.